Hello everybody. English is not my native language, so I apologize in advance for the accent and the strange language. And here we go. So as you can see, we open up on a very rocky, barren, wild terrain, and it's all very still. The camera pans through it very slowly. It's very quiet, but we hear very softly, but very, very not loud. But gradually it gets louder and louder. Camera goes to a different, similar landscape. We have some subtitles going on, and all the time this noise becomes louder and louder and louder. And then when it almost becomes unbearably loud and very disturbing on the quietness and peacefulness of this wild terrain, we have this, and in comes this chopper, and it looks around, takes off, another chopper follows, panning motion, and they come into the frame, and we hear this voice saying, "Mike, I think we should go back. There's nothing here." And we see this guy, and he says, "He's here. I can feel it." The other guy says, "Weirdo." We have some panning motion across the terrain. We have a POV. Land rushing through. We see the land rushing through on his glasses as well. Another point of view, very slowly the rocky terrain passes through, and then this guy Mike looks up and he sees this huge rock, and he says, "Hold it." And the other guy says, "Why?" And he says, "Just hold it." And the other guy holds it, and Mike is looking up and he scans the rock. And he sees this ledge, and there's a beat, and then he says, "Go up." And they go up. The rock passing through the window, and Mike is looking up very intently. He's very focused on trying to find something. And we see this ledge, and there's a rock on the ledge. He stops his chopper, sort of looking at the rock, and the other chopper comes in, and we have Mike looking, and he starts slowly moving across, and we see him from his point of view. We see the rock sort of rotating in the point of view, and he looks at it, and it still rotates, and then lo and behold, there's a cave beyond. And the cave reveals itself to be a really huge cave, and they do this maneuver. The other guy in the other chopper says, "That's it? Looks like just any other cave." And then out of the cave comes this roar and a puff of smoke and dust or whatever. The Mike says he doesn't like us being here, and his gunner says, "Isn't he going to attack?" Let's hope she does. And we push in on the cave as the smoke continues to come out, and then slowly out of the smoke comes this huge reptile head. Oh my God. And this huge reptile continues to crawl out. And they look at it, and Mike says, "Wow, look at that beauty. It's biggest and the most beautiful I've ever seen. The giant reptile is really a dragon." And we scan it, panning over his skin all the way to the teeth. And Mike says, "The skin alone is going to be worth a fortune." And there's a moment there where they both look at each other. Mike says, "All right, kid, let her have it." "Are you sure about that?" "Do it." "All right, I don't feel very good about that." And he presses a button. The dragon is annoyed, and he flaps his wings, and he pushes off, and he's in the air, and Mike goes, "Yeah, baby." Mike turns around, and they go, and there's a chase on. Mike goes, "Oh, let's see what you're worth." And we have the dragon is coming ever so close, and Mike says, "Let's take her down." Going down, and the dragon follows, and they go down. Point of view as the ground is hurling towards them. Mike is very focused. He pulls, and they go very close to the earth, now dangerously close to the earth, and we see the other chopper coming right behind, and now the dragon is sort of between them. "In position," says the other pilot, and Mike says, "Steady, don't do anything yet." "Now!" He pulls up. Dragon is taken by surprise. He roars in pain and anger, but then he loses his power. The chopper is passing it, saying, "Gotcha!" And the dragon is in bad shape. He bumps into the stone. He's dragging his feet. He's losing power. But then all of a sudden, he finds the earth and he's pushing and he's roaring fire. And the tail catches the fire. And we have the tail on fire. Alert things. Chopper goes up. Dragon follows. Mike says, "Don't take it up, you stupid idiot." But up they go anyway. "Oh my God, take it off me, take it off me." Mike follows. He takes, because he sees this mountain and he's going right toward it. He's going to go into the mountainside. He pulls, but he's sort of out of control because of the fire. He pulls harder, and there's a very near miss there, and the dragon sort of crouched on the side of the mountain. "Now, hit it now! Hold your fire. We're going to lose the skin. It's much too high." And then this guy realizes that he's going to die, and he's looking back just in time to see this thing happening. And he's screaming in terror. And the dragon does this and hurls and spits some fire on the wreckage. And Mike is looking at the whole thing, says, "Look at that beast." And the dragon is looking right at him. "Oh my God, let's get the hell out of here. This isn't over yet, kid." "What?" "We ain't going back without skin." And he's turns to the chopper and we have a chase again. "Let's dance, baby." "You're crazy." There's a panning shot here. Dragon comes closer. Mike says, let's take you down again. Pushes the thing, going down and down and down. And the dragon comes closer and closer. Just in time to avoid the snapping mouth. And they get back to the ground level again. Very dangerous, rocky terrain. Mike is in control. Dragon is coming closer and closer and closer. It's just a little bit closer. Blue fire is building in his mouth. He's going to spit fire. And then Mike pulls, and the dragon is taken by surprise. "Now! Huh? Sting him, you idiot!" Fumbling with the thing. Dragon roars, and then he gets it right in the soft belly. "Ha! Gotcha!" And the dragon, ever so slowly and gracefully, collapses down onto the ground. And they look at it. Is it dead? You betcha it's dead. Nothing can survive that much poison. And they get out of the chopper. Mike says, "Look at that beauty. Skin almost completely unharmed." They walk towards it. And Mike continues to say, "With $1,000 per square inch of this thing, I say we have about 7 million here. Teeth and horns not included. Not bad for a day's job, huh?" And then all of a sudden he stops in his tracks and he pulls out a hand and he says, "Something's wrong." And there's a pen here all over the dragon and focusing on a shimmer right near his nose, like in a car exhaust. And Mike says, "That's impossible. Nothing can survive that much poison." "It's alive?" "Don't move," says Mike. They're very sensitive to movement. But the guy can't help it himself. He goes slowly backwards and he stumbles over this rock. As he falls, the dragon roars up his head. Runs towards the chopper. And the dragon takes off, passes Mike, who's standing very still, after the guy who makes it to the chopper, closes the hatch. Mike says, "You stupid idiot." And he starts the engine, takes off, but dragon is on him. The yell attracts the attention of the dragon, and he tears open the hatch, grabs the guy, and devours him. And Mike says, "Look at that beast." Dragon spits fire and it explodes and sends Mike flying through the air, debris all over the place. And as he recovers, turns over and he looks at the dragon flying away. And he says, "This isn't over yet, beautiful. I'm gonna have you." So that's it. Thank you for watching.